Welcome to Berwick Community Garden, located in the heart of Berwick. I'm Amrita Cottrell, the project manager of this beautiful outdoor space that we're creating right in downtown Berwick. In the spring of 2023, Envision Berwick had a town meeting with a number of people who are interested in helping to support the comprehensive plan. And we met to discuss ways in which the town could create more resilience in the downtown area and what could be done in a short period of time to accomplish that. And one of the first things that came up was creating a community garden. So that's where it all started. So right after that, we started a site search and we looked at several pieces of property. And this one came up and it seemed like the perfect place, right in the heart of Berwick, lots of sun, easy access. And so we took it to the select board, and the select board unanimously approved the site. So then we started some fundraising, and we got a grant, a $25,000 grant from the state to help with the infrastructure. We started with that and then ran into some delays with the construction last year. So we had to find another location for the garden for last year. And Tom and Terry Wright offered their front yard on Cemetery Road. And so we rallied and got 26 beds, most of which are the ones that are in this upper area, built those beds and got the garden put in on Cemetery Road. It was a really successful season, even though we got a late start. The plants were already a little bit stressed by the time we got them in. And we donated last year from that garden 1,050 pounds of produce to our community and the surrounding communities, which we're really proud of. So in the fall, we had gotten sufficient surface done enough that we could move the beds. And so we had to empty out all the beds and truck them across town and put them in place and then refill them, which was another big community effort. Now we're coming into the 2025 season and we're finishing the last little bit of the infrastructure. So this campus is about 1.25 acres total. Inside of where this fence will be, you'll see a trench all along here. Within a week or so there'll be a deer fence in here. Inside of this, where all these beds are, is about 0.4 of an acre. We'll have total of 42 beds for community members to have their gardens, and they're different sizes from 4x8, 4x12, and then you'll see down here in the center we have children's beds that are shorter, and they're 3x5. We also have some handicap accessible beds. We have 13 beds that are called community food share beds, and all of those beds are dedicated to growing produce to donate to our community and the surrounding communities. The design for the beds came to us from Kennebunk Community Garden. So inside the beds, you'll see there's this pile of debris over here. So there's a style in permaculture called hugelkultur. And so you fill the bottom of the bed about 2/3 with logs and branches and things, and then on top of that you put your soil so that it helps to build the soil from underneath. And the most important thing in growing good quality vegetables and flowers is to feed the soil first. We just got this huge load, 60 yards of this gorgeous super loam this morning that is all organic. So this is half compost and half loam, all composted for a period of time. And look how beautiful this is. We can hardly wait to get these into the beds. So this is what we'll actually plant into in the beds. So some people who've lived in Berwick for a long time may recognize this as the site of the old Estabrook grade school that used to live right on this site. So this beautiful bridge across the swale here was designed and created by Neil Linsky, one of our wonderful volunteers. He's also the person who has made these beds. And this was part of a collaboration between the town and the garden to give access to the garden and also to the greenway. So this is our family area. We're very excited about this design. In the very center is this concrete pad, and then these smaller beds are the children's beds. So they're a mini-me version of the bigger beds. They're only 18 inches tall, which is the perfect height for the kids. And they'll have this area where they can play, they can draw with chalk on here, we can have classes on here. Our goal is to get things planted by Memorial Weekend this year. We've had some wonderful donations from the town, the townspeople, community members, actually quite a bit. But two of them that I want to mention right now is this wonderful bench that was made and donated to us by the Girl Scout Troop 2113 last year. And this sweet little playhouse, which the kids used last year and really loved it, was donated by a family that moved away last year. So we'd like to invite anyone who's interested in being a part of the garden to contact us. So we provide this raised bed, the soil, the water, all the plants, the seeds, the tools, and the trellises, and education. And there is no cost involved to Berwick residents or residents of the surrounding community. So we really welcome anybody who wants to come and garden with us. So we have lots of different ways to meet the needs of people who want to do gardening. So the best way to reach us is through berwickcommunitygarden@yahoo.com, and I monitor that and I will get back to you. It does require an application to be filled out so that we have your information, and then we ask that the gardeners will contribute 2 hours a month of volunteer time in the garden, doing maintenance things within the garden or helping with special events. Just 2 hours a month for the months that we are in the garden. And then we have work day in the spring and a work day in the fall that is also required. But it's a wonderful community event, and we provide refreshments and lots of good times. So we want this to be a place that's inviting to people, a safe place where people can gather and be outside and enjoy nature and each other's company.